Hey everyone, happy KenKen Sunday, September 14th. Hope everyone's hanging in there. In case people are curious, this is the printout. Here's the real puzzle, yada yada. The last 2 weeks, the 7x7 was pretty easy comparatively. So I'm just waiting for the week when they come back for revenge and just crush us with a brutal 7x7. And it could be this week, who knows? As usual, I haven't looked at the puzzle ahead of time, and I'm just figuring them out on the fly with you. And I don't claim to have, this can't be 6-6, it has to be 5-7. I don't claim to have the best way of solving it. I just try and show the way I solve it, and hopefully that helps people come up with strategies and tactics to solve the puzzles on their own, either with my help or without. Yikes. Not seeing a ton that immediately comes to mind. What is this? 5 times 21, so 357. Still, it's not, it's in an L shape, and it's not gonna help us a ton. Although my brain just short-circuited here. If this has to be a 5 or a 7, and there has to be either a 5 or a 7 in here, does that mean that the 5 and the 7 is gone from this column? Like if I put the 5 here, the 5 goes here, this has to be the 7. If I put the 7 here, 7 goes here, 5 has to go in here. Oh, so does this mean, stay with me, because I'm moving slow, that actually the 5 and the 7 are now taken up in these last 2 columns? Can I put a 7 anywhere else? Like if I put a 7 up here, hypothetically, then I'd have to put a 7 in here. This could be a 5. Yeah, okay, they're not done. Right? Let's say a 7 is up here. This becomes 3 and 5. 7 goes in here. 5 goes here. 7 goes here. I think this just broke my brain. If the 7 goes here, then the 7 goes here, then the 7 goes here. Is that right? This can't be right. This can't eliminate all the 5s and 7s. I don't know. Like I actually can't put the 3 here, because that would mean the 5 and the 7 go here and it would break the puzzle. So this can't be the 3. This has to be the 3. So this is gonna be 3-5 or 3-7, no matter what. And then the 5 or the 7 would go here. Okay, so the 5 and the 7 and the 3 are definitely gone from this column. Okay, whatever. This kind of scrambled my brain. this column is, yeah, the 3, 5, and 7 are gone from this column. So you have a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 6 left. Fine. But the combination of this is messing with my head because there's going to be a 5 or a 7 in here, which means the opposite goes in here, which means the opposite of that goes in here. Like, could I 7, 5, 3, 7, 5, 7. Yeah, that could all work. So, okay, the 7 and the 5 could also have to still go somewhere else. Sorry about that detour. That was just, clearly I'm working out issues and have to talk to my therapist about it. What else do we have? This is 1, 6 or 2, 7. This is 1, 3 or 2, 6. This is 1, 2, 4 or, oh, is that it? 1, 2, 4, because it can't be 2, 2, 2. So it's only 1, 2, 4 in some order. Oh, but the 2 here means this is 1 of the 4 and the 2 has to go in here. Five can't go here, here, could go here, could go here. The 2, in this column, the 2 is accounted for. What are we missing? A 3? 1, 2. Yeah, the 3 is going to go either here or in here. This puzzle's already hurting my brain in several ways. And this 14 funky shape, the T14, is going to mess me up significantly. Sorry, I had to plug my phone in. Look at the okay, so in this column, if the 5 and the 7, you know, one of them is going to go here. Where's the other one going to go? And obviously I can't put a 5 or 7 in here, and we know it doesn't go there. So the other 5 and the 7 is going to go here. So there's this weird, like, let's say the 5 goes here. The 5 goes here, then the 7 goes in here, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 7, which makes this a 5. There's this weird chain reaction with the 5s and the 7s here. And I did it with the 5. This becomes a 5. If this is a 5, this is a 7. This is a, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 7, which makes this a 5. And it goes the other way if this was a 7. If this is a 7, this is a 5, makes this a 7, makes this a 5, makes this a 7. I don't know. I'm just calling them as I see them. What it does mean, though, okay, I think there's a few things I want to play with. There's no 3 here yet. So the 3 definitely is going to go in here. And that means it's 3, 2, 2. But that can't work because the 2 has to go in here. Or 3, 4, 1. So the 3 goes in here no matter what. And then the rest is 1, 4. So we've got these weird, like, look at this. This shape, the L shape, where we know all 3 numbers, but the 3 has to go in here. Here we have all 3 numbers, and the 3 has to go in here. And here we have all 3 numbers, and the 2 has to go in here. I don't think I've ever, I don't know. I don't remember seeing something like that before. Not that that means anything. And then what if I play with this 11 here? If this is a 5, I need 6 more. It can't be 3-3. It could be 4-2. Oh my God, could it be 5-1? Can I put another 5 in here with all the nonsense? I don't think so. Because if this is a 5, this is a 7, this is a 5. And if this is 7, this is a 5. I can't put a 5 in here. So if this is a 5, 4-2 is the only thing that works. If this is a 7, I need 4 more. 2-2 doesn't work. And 3-1 also doesn't work because the 3 has to go in here. Okay, I think we just got something. Everybody following that? If this is a 7, I need 4 more. I can't do 2-2. 1-3 can't work because this has to be the 3. I can't put the 3 in here. It has to be here. So this is not a 7. It's a 5. That makes that a 7. Makes that the 5. This is not a 5. This is 3-7 in here, which means that's not a 7. That's our 5. And then we also said, if this is a 5, I need 6 more. 3-3 is out. 4-2 could work. 5-1 is now very out. So this is 2-4. And if there's a 4 here, that's a 1. These are not 1s. 3-4 has to go in here, which means these are not 4s. If this is 1-2, that's not a 1 anymore. That's our 4. Huh. All right, and then in this column, what are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 7. This is a 6. We need 3 more to make 9. The only answer is 1 and 2. There's a 1 here. Gives us that. Okay, we're moving. Here, process of elimination, 1-5 is out because of these. 2-6 is out because of the 2. This has to be 3-7. There's a 7 here. We can write it in. This 7 makes that a 3, makes that the 7. What do we have left here? 4 and 6 in this column are the only numbers missing. There's a 6 here. So we'll write that in. This 4 makes this a 2, makes that a 4. Okay. All right. Here, this can only be 1-6 or 2-7. The 6 is gone. So it's 2-7 in some order. This can only be 1-3 or 2-6. The 6 is gone. So this is 1-3 in some order. We got all the odd numbers left. One of these is 1-3 and one of these is 5-7. It's not going to be 3-5 because that would leave us with 1-7, which will not work. What else can we find here? Oh, look at this. This is going to have to be the 3 because let's say I put the 4 in here. I'd have to put the 3 somewhere in here. But the 2 is gone. I can't put the 3 with it. And the 4 would be gone. So I cannot put the 3 in any of these. So that's a 4. Oh, so that's a 3. And that's our 4. So this is going to be 4, 5, and 6, 7 in some order. What else? In this row, where does the 7 go? 7 minus 4 is 3. That could work. 7 minus 3 is 4. That doesn't work. So this is 3-7. that is interesting because now the 7s are gone from the first 2 columns. This can't be 7, 5 now because it would break the puzzle. Oh, so it's going to go in here. But also, hold that thought, put a pin in that. This is 2, 5 because those are the only numbers left. There's a 2 here. That's our 5, that's our 2. What did we just say? There's no more 7s in the first 2 columns because of the 7 here and the 7 here. So this cannot be 7, 5. So this 7 has to go in here. It has to go with the 5. There's a 5 here. So we can place that. And then the numbers missing here are 1 and 3. There's a 3 here. Okay, let's do the same thing. Because there's a 3 here and a 3 here, there's no more 3s in the first 2 columns. And that means there's only 2 choices. 1, 3, which is now out, or 2, 6. And there's a 6 here. So we can write that in. This 2 makes that a 7, makes that a 2. I'm getting close. This 7 makes that a 3, makes that a 7. This 3 makes that a 1, makes that a 3. Yeah, remember up here, we've got a 4, 5, and a 6, 7. A 4, 5, and a 6, 7 are the 2. I don't know which ones they go in, but those are the combos. But the 6 and the 7s are gone, so this can't be 6, 7. This is 6, 7 here. There's a 7 here, so we can write it in. And then 4, 5 is going to go in here, but we don't know the order quite yet. We got this. Let's finish up. This 2 makes that a 1, makes that a 2. This row is missing a 3, which makes that a 1, makes that a 3. This column is missing a 1. And what else is this missing? 1, 2, 3. We need a 4 and a 6. There's a 6 here. Let's add this up real quick to double check our work. 1 plus 6 is 7. 4 and 3 is 7. 7 and 7 is 14. Yay us. Looking across, we're missing a 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing a 5. And here we are missing a 1, 2, and a 4. 1 and 4 plus 5 does add up to 10, so that's good. The 1 and 4, there's a 1 here, so we can write it in. And then this 4 makes that a 5, makes that a 4. And we're done. We're done. We're done. All right. A little harder than last few weeks, but not too bad. Everybody have a good weekend.